Hello and welcome to episode 407 of Bobo's Karate Records. Hey! Yeah, been a pretty interesting week so far. I've not had too many games, but most of them have been pretty good, if I'm perfectly honest. So, I'm thinking of sticking a few personal reserves on. Maybe I should have done this before I started recording, but I only thought of it just then at that point. So, we'll just... Yeah, screw it. You know, we'll do one of those as well. Boo, whatever. Yeah, so I've had some games. You can see some of them have been really good, some of them not so great. I've been trying to play the Ep407 100 a little bit more. Let's make a start. We're going to go out in the SU8. Yes, I tried playing the Ep407 100, and it's really hard to get that thing to actually work. Like, trying to get the gun to work for you, if you don't bounce a shot off somebody, like if you get left on your own, you're like an artillery that's a little bit more accurate. You can't defend yourself with the really long reload time, and it's so slow. You know, you have to kind of try and hide the thing, which is, it's just huge. Firing gold seems to work. The heat rounds that it's got are devastating. They do have quite a high chance of bouncing though if you don't hit the right spot, but yeah, it's a little bit trolly. It can be fun, but it's really hard to work with. The Ag Tiger's much easier to play with. Red Shire, where are we going to go? It's encounter match. As Mick said, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed that when you're in a standard match, when people cap, like, other guys on your team get really arsey about it and me, don't cap me, kill all me. But in an encounter match, you don't really get much of that. It's weird. Like, you can cap and no one really gives a shit. You know, it's weird. Maybe we should just stop and get aimed in already, because that light tank's giving it some balls at the moment. Need to try and get aimed in though. It's gonna take a little while. He probably feels safe sat there, because I expect he thinks the artillery is... and he's disappeared. Damn it! It would help if people would stay around long enough for you to actually be able to... Okay, I wonder. Yeah, didn't really give that enough time. Haven't really played any artillery this evening, so this is kind of my first outing, as it were. Also, I fed the bunnies just before I started and tried to cut the end of one of my fingers off with a knife, so I now have a bloody great big plaster on my finger, and it's making it extremely difficult to click the mouse, which I suppose for a lot of people they'd giggle, because, you know, that's the whole point of artillery, because no one else clicks, you know. They don't click to shoot. They're just like Jedi mind powers or something, I don't know. So with this short reload time, we should really be getting our shots kind of lined up and aimed in and stuff. Well, that's weird. Yeah, before the end of our reload, really. So far, every shot that I fired, I think I've not really aimed too well. I can't remember if it's the SU8, but one of these mid-tier machines, we need to be aiming kind of on the front side of the target, kind of like that. Not that that's going to hit him because he's moved back, but I think, yeah, one of them, it might be the M12 actually, that does have a habit. The shells tend to want to go long, which is a little annoying. Okay. We can try over here. I mean, looking at the rest of the map, I don't think we need to worry too much about what's going on over in the west. How many shots have we fired now? I don't think we've hit with any yet. These guys are all on a low amount of hit points. I mean, there's some guys that are spotted in the middle there. There's that T29 sat on the hill and things like that. Maybe we could Try and go for one of those, maybe. Well, that was exactly where we fired it, so, you know, that's something. I think these guys are probably going to be able to deal with this 112. I mean, we'll stay aimed in over here until our next reload anyway. Here we go then. No, that went long as well. But then I did have it aimed kind of on the top of his turret. So the shot was going to go high anyway. You kind of expect it to miss at that point. Well, let this aim time happen. See if we can get something in on this T29 or the Fury. Okay, we're not going to get anything on the T29. Doesn't look like we're going to cause much damage this game then, hey? We'll let this aim time happen again. I blame the finger. I think it's still bleeding quite a bit, but hopefully it won't bleed through the plaster. Right, let's see what this light tank spots. Okay. No, that went long as well. So maybe it's not this one that we need to be aiming on the target for then. Let's try and get aimed in before the end of this reload, shall we? Probably not going to need to take a shot, but you know, we'll see. See what he's going to do. Okay, we'll take that then. There we go, we managed to get a little bit of damage in. We're probably not going to get any more. No, we're not. He got hit with his turret. Good game. Well, there we go. It was a victory. And we managed to hit something. So 11% of our shots there. 9 shots fired. Not too great for a first game, but hey-ho. 9 shots fired, 1 direct hit with a penetration. 6 splash damages. I guess none of those were actual proper damage. Made a decent amount of credits though. That was a ×3 for the SU8 as well. Okay, let's stick with tier 6 and tier 7s then. Let's try the M12 and see what kind of goes on with that. Arctic region. Tier 7 match. Standard battle. 3 artillery per side again. They've got a couple in a platoon. Don't recall being here in a little while. Something I was thinking was back a few episodes ago, I think somebody, who was it? Oh, I can't think of your name now. But somebody mentioned to me that maybe I should just do at least three games in an episode, regardless of if it goes over 20 minutes. Now, if you guys are primarily happy with going over 20 minutes and being fine with that, then that's what I'll do. I'd always try to keep things to about 20 minutes when I first started doing this, just because I felt that, you know, maybe longer than 20 minutes was a little bit more than people could handle my boring, slow gameplay and voice. But yeah, well, there he goes. Didn't even get a chance to get near him to press the fire button there. So yeah, this week I'm going to try and just do at least three games per episode, unless we die a lot, and then it'll be more, obviously. So whichever comes first, either three games or 20 minutes. Yeah, and we'll see what it's like. And then if you guys are like, nah, goes on too long, blah blah blah, then I'll change it back. So how about that? Right, let's see if we can get aimed in on this T29. Maybe we should use the battle assistant. Come on, Mr. Assistant. There we go, direct hit. Wasn't bad. Oh, there you go, he's not on very many hit points now. There's a Cromwell popping up, but I think he's being dealt with. I think we should potentially keep an eye on him. Not sure that we can hit the OI. See, I got it right, Pat. Yeah, he's being dealt with. Maybe we can get a shot on the OI. Yo. We would if he wasn't pulling back, but I think he's probably retreating just because. Now, I haven't really been paying too much attention to the map, but possibly we should have been moving sooner. What with these light tanks and things headed this way. T-34 we might be able to deal with. I'm not going to take a blind shot. I'm going to wait for them to pop back up. There's the Crusader. I don't think we'll know if we're spotted or not. Just because... Damn, that was short, wasn't it? Just because I don't believe... No, they're still on their first perk, so... That's a very handy mod, that. You just press backspace and it comes up telling you what your crew is and what kind of bits and bobs you've got on the tank. He's just going to cop it there and then, isn't he? I think. There he goes. Okie dokie. Our guys have clawed this back. Doo-doo-doo. Where's the little penis tank? It's got to be around here somewhere. Sure, the Skoda or somewhere. Someone will find him. I don't expect him to be still sat in the same spot. What's the likelihood of someone in World of Tanks sitting completely still for 5 minutes? There's the Hellcat. Blimey. And that fell so close to him without doing any damage. That's amazing. And there he goes. Okay. 10 seconds left. Maybe we can get aimed in on something. No. Who's saying that? The little AM. Really need to let this aim time happen. How long is it? 2.9. Bet that lands right in the middle as well. Close. Another low damage game. Never mind. GG. Well, there we are. That was another victory. 602 of our own damage. 1 out of 4 shots this time. So this might be the matches of one direct hitness. 4 shots fired, 1 direct hit, 1 penetration, no splash damage, 602. 17,000 credits, that was a ×3 as well, so that all kind of goes towards the crew, doesn't it? Okay. Well then. In the week I was having a go with this. In platoon with Mr. 2 times, so yeah, let's finish off the day with this one, shall we? Oakley dokley. Mountain Pass, standard match, starting in the south. Not really going to try and attempt the War Gods. I think I'm going to be stuck on that for quite a while. Right, well I feel like... a beautiful girl. No, I feel like aiming in right in the centre here before we kind of move into a different position of sorts. Just in case there's any early spots or anything like that. Looks like someone's going to. We're not actually loaded yet, Bobo. You need to wait until you're loaded. And we can't hit him there. I was kind of hoping that would go long. Okay, we got more than the usual amount going around the eastern side. People are taking their time to head round this way. Now, could technically get a shot on the defender when we're sat here, if he decides to pull forward. He's being very sceptical about his approach though. Should we stay aimed in here? Kind of watch the map. As soon as this guy pokes up, then we'll throw his shot in his direction, but kind of watching the map in the meantime. Not really able to get a shot on him. Now, you'd think at that point he'd pull forward and try and get a shot in, rather than pull back. Like, people have just shot, and they're going to be reloading. Let's get a shell over in their direction. Let's try and be a little bit quicker off the mark then, with this one. Not really able to help the people around the northeast at the moment. Wow, that was very quick, and our shell was properly on target as well. Let's try and get wide. See if we can get shots over here. I don't think we can, but hey ho, we'll try. Yeah, we can on the IS-3A, although he's not spotted anymore. There's potential. We're gonna have to help the southwest, aren't we? Let's not get in the way of the Lorraine. We need to get shots in here because they're going to try and push, I know it. Okie dokie. So, there we go, there's something. Can this Centurion stay alive long enough for us to get some more shots off? He's pulling back. He's being as careful as he can be. Okay. Let's see if this T29 stops. Does he stop? He does, and he stops long enough for us to be able to get a decent shot on him. Oakley dokley. So the north has fallen. We must have been spotted. That's a very good shot there. Brilliant. They've only lost 3 tanks as well. Well, there we are. That was a defeat. 948 for our own damage. Well, there you go. That was better though. 50% of our shots managed to land on a target. 4 shots fired, 2 direct hits, 2 penetrations and a splash. That was both on the T29. Made just over 7,000 credits. That wasn't a ×3 for the day, but still a decent amount for our crew and stuff. We nearly got something on the defender, but not quite. Our team just kind of fell apart there, didn't it? Okay, well, there's some mid-tiers. Kind of got 3 matches in, and it's thereabouts 20 minutes. So wouldn't it be weird if all 3 this week end up being 3 matches within 20 minutes? Just like, yeah, screw you, Bobo, screw you. Alright, well, we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and stuff if you enjoyed. I do appreciate it if you get this far. You know, I've been doing this a little while now and have some regulars and stuff, and I yeah, it's awesome. So thank you. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So till Wednesday. Bye.